I'm gonna have you scoop it.
21-year-old Jay Eam is recovering at Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center after collapsing in full cardiac arrest while running the recent LA Marathon.
I went from running for the LA Marathon and then suddenly, just kind of fighting to live.
Good for you. Finally out of that bed.
Jay's life was saved by an uncommon twist of fate. 15-year veteran LAPD officer Josh Sewell was at milepost 18 when Jay went down.
That's usually about the point, people start to get dehydrated and their legs lock up and so forth. So we figured it was just another case of, dehydration or muscle fatigue or something like that. I took a pulse at that point. There was no pulse, no breathing. Rolled his eyelids back, his eyes were rolled back into his head. So he was in full cardiac arrest at that point.
Officer Sewell immediately began CPR.
How are you, sir?
Much better.
And UCLA physician and professor of surgery, Dr. Charles Chandler, just happened to be 50 yards from the scene.
I was on my way to work, but decided to stop by as a spectator. I just made a quick assessment of how he was, what the likely problem was, and who was doing what, and how well they were doing it, and what he needed, and how to get him out of there.
Jay was rushed to Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center, where fate again intervened. UCLA is one of only a handful of hospitals equipped with a sophisticated thermo-cooling device that doctors could employ to again save Jay's life.
Most people who have cardiac arrest out in the field, as we say, on the street, don't survive. Most. The catheter comes in here. So this is a machine, it's a cooling instrument which consists of a catheter that goes into the blood vessel, and it's a catheter that basically circulates cold fluid inside of this blood vein, and that allows you to cool the blood like a radiator cools a car.
UCLA helped to develop this technology that puts the body into a state similar to hibernation, protecting it from damage. Jay was placed in a coma-like state and cooled to 89 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 days, then slowly brought back to a normal temperature.
He's not had any real sign of permanent brain damage, so this therapy really saved him, and he's doing excellent. Put your hands up like this.
I haven't heard of them using it before, so I'm actually surprised that it works so well, so I'm completely grateful for that.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Every night I always called to check up on him because he was just like, we were rooting for him, and so it was such a beautiful recovery for him.
Jay is expected to make a full recovery. He's a pre-med student who plans to become an ER doctor. And Officer Sewell, who is also a runner, says whenever Jay's ready, he will strap on his running shoes and they will finish the last few miles of the marathon together.
Absolute miracle. It was, the marathon itself is near and dear to my heart. I ran it in 2006, and being able to, assist another runner like this is just beyond words.